We know the rules are broken, but the meat union clearly has been fighting back in 2018. There's been 3 major disputes at 3 of our largest sites. The first dispute was with the biggest employer, JBS. Well, we took on that employer at Scone. They offered 2%. Our guys said no. 100 of them stopped work back in May, and we achieved the largest wage increase in the meat processing sector nationally at 13.5% over 4 years. The next non-tax-paying multinational we took on was Nippon. Nippon's the 3rd biggest meat processor in Australia. They employ about 3,500 people. We represent about 250 people at Wingham, small operation just up on the mid-north coast. Once again, Nippon, that hasn't paid tax in the last 5 years, that turned over $1.7 billion last year, offered us 2%. Our guys took a 2-hour stoppage. Right? The company unilaterally locked them out for 3 days. We marched on the streets. Of course, the coppers got a bit upset about that up there, but clearly we didn't care. There was 200 shirts, black shirts, union proud shirts like this marching through Wingham, and Wingham's only a small town. It's the first time it's happened, and clearly after 3-day lockout, the company came back with a better wage offer. We achieved 13.5% over 4 years. Another great win. Then we go to the Barnaby Joyce electorate of New England, where we represent about 400 workers at Victory Beef up in Inverell. Only last week, wage negotiations, of course, stalemated, 20 meetings. The company was so kind, they stuck their hand down the back of their Chesterfield couch and offered our members $6 a week. $6 a week. You know, most meat workers, salaries vary between $40,000 and $70,000. There's about 3% of our members earn the Australian minimum wage of $1,500, and they offered us $6. So our members went on strike. They've been on rolling stoppages since last Wednesday, and they're still on those rolling stoppages now with Wildcat 20-minute strike. We're meeting with the company again this week, and we're hoping that they'll be able to offer us a bit more. And we know many multinationals have heard about the bastardisation of what SA are doing to those workers down in Victoria. We've heard about some other companies, in particular in our industry, a company called Tees Cargill. I don't know if anyone knows Cargill, but Cargill is the biggest food processor in the world. They generally own cities in the US. They don't pay tax. They acquired 51% of the Tees family business about 6 years ago, and we've been at war with Tees ever since. Like, Tees is 2 rich brothers that actually own 49%, actually lobbied the government to ensure that we couldn't find out how much money they were being paid, because they were worried about their personal safety and now we were going to kidnap them. That's how fucking pathetic they are. And what do they offer their 3,500 workers at their 6 plants across Australia? They've offered them 0%. They've offered them 0, right? Absolutely disgraceful. And this is a company, of course, that doesn't pay any tax. Another reason why these bloody rules are broken. And I'm telling you now, if the Labor government doesn't fix the Corporations Act to ensure that they pay tax, we're going to hunt the bastards down. When it comes to broken rules, we're dealing with a company on the Central Coast at the moment called Courtney Poultry. It's only a new business there. It generally does value-added products for chicken. And we established a petition. It's called a Majority Support Determination Petition. And we got 70% of those workers to sign that petition. And that usually is the flag that gives us an avenue to force the employer to bargain. Well, of course, the matter was challenged, and clearly he said that our petition wasn't legitimate. He said that those workers, some of those workers were working labour hire. And they are. About 70% of the bloody workforce there are labour hire. But we've organised those bloody workers, we've unionised those workers, and we've been arguing now in conciliation in an unfair work commission, like Comrade Greenfield has said, because it is bloody unfair, it's stacked with hacks, and we've been waiting for 6 bloody months. It gives the employer the ability to grind workers down, it gives the employer the ability to get rid of labour hire workers and renew the work bloody force. The rules need to be changed, and they need to be changed so it's back in favour of at least the workers have got some bargaining power. So, as I said to Joel Fitzgibbon at the New South Wales Labor Conference earlier this year, He will be the Minister for Agriculture and will be knocking his door down to change live animal export policy. We will also be holding every local Labor politician that becomes part of that government to account on all issues. You don't govern for bloody all, you govern for us because we put you in there. Remember back in 2007, $25 million of our bloody money was given to them and the bastards delivered nothing. There's only one way we can change the rules, is to organise, unionise your workforces, your workplaces, your fellow workers, make sure they're in the mob. They need to be in our mob. If they're not in our mob, they haven't got a bloody chance. Do not expect the Labor Party to save you. They will not. Only workers will save their bloody selves. And so you've got to realise, comrades, when we parachute the Labor Party back into government, we will hold them to account, or we will be marching on the streets, and all of the Labor Party officers will be held to account. Thank you, comrades.